So I am so excited to have this woman. And she came on at the last minute for me today. And she is a light, Light, in shining armor. Our guest is Gha'il Rhodes Benjamin. Gha'il is an actress and Grammy nominated spoken word artist. Her debut spoken word CD is titled Spiritual Eclipse Sacred Moments on a String of Words. Gha'il and the cast of the play Sassy Mamas, which was performed at Black Spectrum Theater in Queens, were recently nominated for 2 Audelco Awards. 1 for Outstanding Ensemble and 2 for Best Revival of a Play. Let's welcome actress, self-empowerment speaker, and poet Gha'il, and she will share about her interaction with the pandemic and cultural climate as an artist. And then she can hang with us for a short Q&A session if anyone has any questions. Okay? So Gha'il, how did you and your family manage to stay well and productive during this whole crisis?
Hello, Quelyn. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
It's so good to be connected with you again. I'm happy to be here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Amen.
And so, Quelyn, what does taking care of myself look like?
Yes.
It looks like making an effort to overcome obstacles, but not beating up on myself when I don't make the mark.
Right
So
on.
at the beginning of this pandemic, unfortunately for my family, we lost our eldest sister, Marguerite. And although we miss her tremendously, she lived a magnificent life. She left us so many gifts, so many gems, so many songs to sing, so many scriptures to read. I mean, she was a powerful woman and she was an overcomer. And so with her encouragement still in my bones and in my spirit, I was able to escort myself, push myself, love myself into just making sure that I stay connected with my artistry. And that's the main thing as an artist. You want to always stay out front and center as much as you can to let people know that you still exist. So although you can't show up at the theater anymore, or you don't see people in passing as you used to, we have an online presence these days. And so one of the first gifts given to me was performing and auditioning online, which is something I never really did that much before. But one theater company in Manhattan said, hey, would you rather send us in an audition or would you rather be present and audition? I was like, be present, be present. I want you to see me. I want you to feel me. I want you to know who I am. So, you got to keep yourself out there and you have to take the utmost care and keeping of yourself. Amen. I'm going to say that again. We must take the utmost care and keeping of ourselves, because the better we take care of ourselves, the better we feel. And the better we feel, the more we realize that we are talented and there are all types of possibilities just sitting here for us. But you have to relax into the knowing of being confident again. And so when you walk out on faith, when you walk out on wings of self-encouragement, you're unstoppable. So like you said during your introduction, I had the magnificent pleasure of working with an amazing cast in Sassy Mamas at Black Spectrum Theater. That cast included Joanne Cleghorn, Travis Whitaker, Nyambi Steele, Marlon Carter, and none other than Fulton C. Hodges, and we call him the Hodge. And we had a magnificent time together. Lorna Littleway directed it. Carl Clay is the producer at Black Spectrum Theater. And
Mhm.
for us to have this nomination right in the middle of a pandemic, it feels good.
Right
But
on.
it also lets me know that I showed up for myself. And that's another thing we have to do. We have to show up for ourselves. And you have to surround yourself with some power tools and a power team. I work with some great people. Jeff Haynes in Beacon, New York, he has a whole studio. His whole family is part of the studio. So Jeff and I, right before the pandemic hit, we went into the studio and we recorded a piece called Ocean. Ocean is now living in a video format. And Jeff and I have a long time of having worked together, whether it's been in schools, whether it's been on stages, whether it's been helping children with autism. We just work together and we work deep into the community. And his wife, Donna, is always very supportive of the team. His son, OG, is a cameraman and video. He's videotaped a lot of my work. His daughter, Valerie, makes everything beautiful. And his son, Durrani, creates the most magnificent jewelry that you have ever seen. Also work with another wonderful musician and composer, Victor Levant. And then my tag team, Zoe Lyons Nieves and Lisa Jameson. These are people who keep me going and motivated all the time. Sister Yamaya Austin, who does my hair, Spencer Fro, and don't forget the Fashion Sisters in Detroit. They help set me up. They make sure that I look good every time I step out in any form or fashion. So,
Okay.
I would say, I just want to remind everybody that you are brilliant, resilient, amazing, and dynamic.
Yes.
And you are sacred. And
Yes.
so pray, meditate, look out for others, get your exercise, turn off your devices, wear colors that celebrate you and make you feel good, and surround yourself with joy. Even if you live in a shelter, even if you live in a one-room apartment, even if you live in a castle, surround yourself with sounds of joy, with people who encourage you. We want to get rid of the things that make us feel heavy,
Mm-hmm.
down,
Mm-hmm.
neglected, useless. We want to
Mm-hmm.
remind ourselves to be joyful. One of my poems titled, Take Your Joy Back. If the water doesn't move when you're walking, if your words can't be heard when you're talking, take a more scenic route, get rid of the fear, let go of the doubt. If somebody stole your joy, you better take it back. So I say to everybody that's listening or watching tonight, take your joy back. Take your power back. You know who you are better than anybody else on the planet. You are here for a reason. Shine your light, shine your light, shine your light day and night.
Right on. I don't know if we'll have questions after that, but does anybody have a question for Gha'il? That was I just that was just awesome.
Yeah, stay in your power.
That
Walk
was
in your
just
power. Walk in
awesome.
your glory. Walk in your glory.
Yes.
Don't let anybody tell you that you're less than who you are.
Amen.
When you're confident, you don't have to depend on other people to compliment you or to build your confidence. You become your own confidence builder. You become your own applause. And that is such a good feeling, having your own power.